Hi, everybody. This is Sarah Evans. I'm a yoga teacher and Reiki master based here in Sheffield, UK. And I want to speak to you about breathing. So did you know that the average person going on today only uses 30% of their lung capacity? 30% of their total lung capacity. That's wild to me. And I want to speak to you about how important breathing is. And we're going to just do a few checks to see how your breathing is today. So bear with me. But just think about it for a moment. How important is breathing? If you stopped breathing, that's going to be a problem very soon, isn't it? And likewise, if you're not breathing well, if you're on autopilot all the time, running on autopilot, if you're not coming back to your breath and focusing on improving your breathing, then that has such huge knock-on effects with your physical health, with your mental health, with your emotional state. It's really so crucial. So let's take a moment to check how your breathing is today. Okay? So just take a moment. You can close your eyes if you wish, but I want you to just focus in on how your breathing feels in your body today. So just take the deepest breath you've taken all day and slowly exhale. Just notice for a second, how does the breath feel? Does it feel completely at ease? Is there any tightness and tension? Taking a moment to just take a few breaths and just sense what's happening with each breath. How does it make you feel? How does it emotionally make you feel to focus on your breathing for a moment? Because for some, it's going to be triggering you. And that's also a clue. All right. Next step, I want you to place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And I want you to just breathe as you usually would, in and out a few times. Just paying attention as you're breathing in your normal, natural manner. Paying attention to what's happening with the hand on your chest and the hand on your belly. This is something I see with people with long COVID, which I had, and breath was a massive factor for me. And I see day in, day out with a lot of my clients coming in to my yoga classes, to Reiki. So what's meant to happen if you're breathing, if you have functional breath, what's meant to happen is your belly hand is meant to be moving as you expand into your diaphragm. And as you're doing that, your chest hand should be completely still. Completely still. And I bet there's many people watching this right now who are like, oh, my chest hand is doing all the work. My chest hand is rising and falling. My belly hand has been quite still. And let's take a moment, actually, the next step. See if you can, if you just consciously focus on it, see if you can take a nice deep breath into your belly and keeping your chest hand completely still. More time. So it's going to be those of you that you can take a nice deep belly breath, but your chest hand is also moving, right? This is something we saw in the pandemic so frequently, and I've worked with a lot of people with chronic illnesses and things of that nature, that so many people are doing shallow chest breathing and not deep, but deep breathing right in the abdomen. Think about it, the diaphragm is a muscle, and you need to work that muscle to get things working for you. And if you do feel, if any of this is kind of causing you to think, oh, yes, maybe I do need to focus on improving my breathing, the good news is I can help you with that. And that's what I want to speak to you about. Because when you're breathing really well and you're focusing on your breath and using yogic or pranayama, as we call it, which is pranayama means breath, breathing, breath work in Sanskrit. When we improve our breath, so many exciting and dynamic things occur. And in my course, we're going to be looking into that. We're going to be looking into the how focusing on the breath, improving the breath function, and also tapping in to the heart center, the heart chakra, right in the center of the chest here, dictates what's happening in your breath. Of course, it's all connected. The heart, the lungs, right there, so important. And focusing on tapping in to improving your heart-led nature. And we do that through the course. We're coming into Heart Coherence. And if this is a new concept to you, again, come along and learn a little bit about it. I'm very approachable and I'm going to break this down really simply so that everybody can understand, regardless of whether you've had any yogic training or if you have any spiritual background. This course is for everyone. And so we're going to be doing the 4-week course. It's on Thursdays at 5 till 6 UK time, which is 12 till 1 Eastern time or 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time. And through 1 hour a week, we're going to be firstly checking and working with improving your lung function. And then we're going to be dropping in to focusing on the heart and how we can use breath dynamically to improve literally everything. And at the end of the course, we're going to be doing a wonderful, incredibly dynamic breath work practice where we're going to be stepping into your full power and potential as using the breath as an engine, as a pump to drive your energy and momentum forward. So if this is interesting to you, I've been told time and again that people miss my yoga classes. So this is kind of using yogic principles. We're going to be using pranayama, we're going to be using yogic principles to most dynamically help you improve your life for the future. And all of the class content will be recorded. I'm also going to be giving you little exercises that are just little downloadable tracks that you can be using throughout the course and then for the future and beyond to work on your breath. So if that's exciting to you, please, there is an early bird discount this week, which is early bird, all lowercase. The link is below, and I can't wait to see you there. I'm so excited for this course. So excited. All right, take good care of yourself and take a lovely deep breath and return back to you.